let me make this really clear for rage baiters or whatnot. Dude, I don't know who you think you're talking to. One, I'm the original rage baiter. Me and my family are. So I don't know who raised y'all, but we know how to do that effectively, efficiently, and without any consequences or repercussions. So let me explain to you, youth, what you think you're doing and what you're not doing. Sending an emoji or whatever at the rage bait. Doing something annoying in my reach, not even an arm's length away from me, isn't a rage bait. Okay, this is how we rage baited when we were kids. Okay, we would be outside for hours and for weeks. We had built forts all over the neighborhood, rampage through it, mischief all in that neighborhood and anybody's yard. You ain't know we were there. You ain't called law because you ain't know we were there. We were in, we were out, done. Case by case of alcohol back hidden in the bushes. Took her a month to find that. And then I had plenty of time to come up with something. So, my, my tent fort's still up. And efficiently, the rage bait was the year previously, me and my cousin teamed up on my brothers. We built our own forts and it was snow war. We had 10 inches of snow. And guess what? We lost. So next year, we weren't about to lose. So what we did is we got us an army tent, supply wood, nails, and a hammer. 9-inch nails, and we got to the very tippity top of the tree and made stairwell with 9-inch nails all the way to the top. That was our hideaway and our drop spot where the brothers weren't going to know we were there. You know what I'm saying? We were coming in strategically with our moves. And so then what happened is, now this is weeks into our mischief, and that's only the beginning. Now I am not mentioning the coat hangers that we had reanimated to get my dad's wallet and anything he might have had in his pockets out. So for our raw materials. But again, never found out about. And so I don't know how y'all rage bait, but y'all get caught up. So apparently y'all phone's messing y'all up. And that's all I'm saying to you. You know how to rage bait. Thanks. He's not rage baiting now. He's giving me chocolate. You heard that? See what? And I'm teaching him something. I didn't even know. But it just, we don't rage bait with emojis. No. No. We think our rage baiting out as parents. And so I'm just going to let you know. We didn't even get caught until somebody was bleeding for over an hour. You know what I mean? Or puking. And that's when we got caught. For our mischievous ways. And so the entire neighborhood was our play space, our domain, and you knew that coming up the hill, you knew that going back down it. Now, I won't say I did it. I don't know who, I don't remember who was throwing rocks and gravel. If you was a car we didn't know, and you were driving down our road, somebody, somehow gravel got near your window. You know what I'm saying? We rage baited differently. And so I don't know how Gen Z is doing it. X, whatever Gen you guys claim to be, I don't know. An emoji ain't gonna fill that void, you know. You guys got to get off your phones and get outside. It's just what needs to happen. It just needs to happen. Me included, you know, sometimes. But I'm just saying. And now this Riz, that's a new lingo. I didn't have to look up. I was told about it from another colleague, but Riz stands for charisma. So now we're going to have to legitimately clue y'all in when you go to college and you decide you're going to use that lingo, the slang talk or whatever. That's not going to work on your papers. It's just not going to work. You're going to fail out and you're going to be a dropout. So you just might want to rage bait a little bit differently. I don't know. They're even trying to renew the Bible, the last I heard. to include slang as an urban Bible or something. I'm not really sure if it's urban or just slang Bible. I don't know. But I just thought I'd put that out there. You youngsters aren't playing with me on no rage bait. I'm gonna let you know. The only time you play with me on rage bait is when I'm cooking at the stove and you shoot me with the Nerf gun. Yes. At that point, I'm rage baited. Yep. Yep. Mission accomplished. Yep. Yep. You got me. But that's the only time. That's the only time. We haven't built forts. We hadn't done none of that. And so it's saddening that the era's changed in such a way where we don't go outside and play it for hours on end. You know? That's all I'm saying. I mean, we ain't had no problems. We didn't drown. We didn't do none of that stuff. I mean, you know, and we got to play around creeks. We had everything we needed. Like I said, the hill was ours, and it was an entire road. The entire road. And we had a hideaway in each neighborhood. And we knew which ones we'd go into and which ones we couldn't. And our family lived up and down the road, so we didn't really have no problems. But, and they let us do it, you know. So eventually, when we got caught, literally all they do just they just invite us in for some food or some chit chat or whatnot. And so we ain't really getting too much trouble. But now, when we got caught at home, big trouble type of bubble. And this trouble bubble is the bubble you don't want to ever be in. So I don't know who knows about switch picking. But yeah. So the first time I had to do this, my dad goes, go pick your switch. So what? To flip is the switch. And we're gonna pick this. And so my brothers cackle to themselves, you know. I say, okay, I'm gonna go pick the biggest one I can find. Because I ain't thinking it's gonna hit my behind. I just no clue, dirt. And because I backed out, you know. And I guess it's sass mouth. Whatever. Anyway, I go pick the biggest branch I can pull down my little 10.5 pound ass. And had the hell, I learned at that point, don't trust your damn brothers to tell you how to pick a switch, for one. And for two, you're gonna go medium size, probably the best way to go, depending on your parents. You know, I don't know. Like I said, when we got caught rage baiting, we got a 4 weeks worth of rage from work or whatever you had pin up in there. Mom and Dad, I don't know. And well, quote unquote, was called church, and that was the bathroom where you would lean against the wall and take it for however long it took until they decided to say, okay, you may walk away. So one of these days, you know, I decided I'm going to run away. I didn't get very far, but all I packed was a toilet paper roll that was empty, the Stargaze that had tinfoil on it and some poked holes and whatnot. And I don't really know. Maybe a roll of TP. I'm not sure. I did it really quickly. I just got out of church, quote unquote, the bathroom, and she was done. And I said, I'm out. I'm done with this shit. And so it's my fault though, because I had carved the wrong name on her dresser. I put BITCH, carved it in her dresser, not mine. Get what you get. And so anyway, you guys rage bait.
In your mom's dresser?
I certainly did, and I got my back end tapped in for a good God knows how long. I don't know. She caught me. She got in her car and she come and caught me walking down the road with my little book bag whatnot. And then I got it again. So that was about maybe 2 weeks worth of events she had held in, you know, to rage bait on my back end. And so just no, y'all don't know nothing about rage bait. Y'all rooks. You're rookies. You're noobs on it. Just no. You have no clue. Okay. That's all I gotta say.